pipeline using dbt and Snowflake. We are going to build an end-to-end data pipeline on dbt cloud. We will create the models into dbt and we will see how this is getting materialized on Snowflake. The prerequisites for demo will be you should have a Snowflake account or you can have a trial account. We need to have a dbt cloud account or we can have a dbt cloud environment, which can be a trial as well. We need to create a small table into Snowflake, and you should have a basic knowledge of Snowflake, like how to create databases, how to create a schema and tables, and how to run the queries. And then the basic knowledge of the dbt will also be required, like what are the dbt models, how the project.yaml works, and how we can create the source file into dbt. So if we see on a Snowflake, I'm using a trial account for I have created for this demo. Here you can see I have the databases, and here into my database I'm using this PCDBTDB here this database as in my development account, and here I have created one table like test table. We are going to use this table onto dbt cloud, and we will see how another table is created out of this table. So what I have done is I went to Snowflake and I have uploaded a local file here out of my computers, and then I have created directly a table out of this. So this way you can easily create a table for the demo or for the test purpose. Or in otherwise you can consume some files from here, like some data sets from here, and then you can easily use that into your Snowflake account for the demo and also for the working purposes. So now due to the new feature of Snowflake, we can directly connect to dbt internally from Snowflake. So we have to go to Partner Connect. Once you go to Partner Connect, you have to look for dbt here, and then you can see like dbt, and then you have to click on dbt and you have to put your like which role which is going to work on for the dbt profiles. You have to select the database, you have to put the warehouse details, then you have to decide one system user. So these details are already created by the dbt partner cloud, and then you have to launch it or you have to connect it. Now we have to go on dbt and then we can see like how we can proceed further on this. So here I'm using the dbt cloud. This is again the trial account I have created for this demo. And once you go to dbt here on the orchestration, you have to go to environments in order to set the environment. So you need to have like two development and deployment environments. On development environment, we have to set the details here, like via setting. You can put your Snowflake account details here, like what version you are going to use, and then you have to put the connection details. So I'm using here my dbt test connection details, and then we have to provide our username and password and every details, and then we have to save it. And then the same thing we have to do for the environment for the deployment and for the development environment as well. So here we have to go through the same settings, and once it is done, like your development and deployment environments are set, we have to go to a studio and we really need to have like develop something. So we are going to develop some dbt model here only for the demonstration and testing purpose. I assume that you already have some understanding of dbt and you just only need to understand how it works on dbt cloud. So for that we have to go to like here studio and we have to initialize this particular model here. So this is the dbt product, and here on the dbt model into I have used the same example that they have provided here, and then we have to provide all the details here and define the sources. So in the source.schema we have to provide our databases schema name and the table that we are going to use, and then we have to give it a connection name here. And then in your first dbt model, like for example this is my model here, I have to put it like I'm taking it from source so that I can really have a good lineage here. Like you can see the lineage, it is demonstrated here in the lineage tab. So after your model is really like there are something into your model and your lineage is defined, here I'm using the second model as well, which is actually referred to my first model. So this way it will create my second model will be dependent or referencing to my first model. This will create a lineage here, like from the source I'm taking this first model, and then from the first model there are the second model which is derived from this. Now if your if your project is okay, you can do the same, like check in on here to the main branch. Remember, anything you check into the main branch will only go to deploy onto your target environment. So now we have to create a job here, so go to jobs and create a job here, like deploy your job. You can do this. So now you can create a new job here, you can give the name here, and then this is like it can run on some schedule. It is run on the when one job finish, you can define the another job as well. So I'm canceling it because I already have one job created for the deployment. This is my partner connect trial job, and here it is showing like when this job has already been executed. So if you can see here on this job, the dbt cloud actually first clone the git repository. That means it is transferring everything and initiating. So on this step it will have already like cloned this to target, and then you can see the profile connection it has already made. Then it runs the dbt dependencies, and then it has invoked in the dbt run, and then it is already like creating the dbt docs generate. So this way, and if you go to rerun now, it will again relaunch everything.